Welcome to the finishers and signatures and podcast. Welcome to the SFP podcast. I'm your host, DL Swag. I had to do that because my co-host always like, man, he's gonna do it right this time. I'm never gonna do it right.
Clearly.
Never, ever gonna do this right. But that's the whole gig of it. And joining us today, I got two people. One of you already know. He don't like Yeet. He's a big fan of Big Jim. I don't know how that is.
It's not that I'm not a fan of Yeet. I'm not a fan of Jey Uso.
He's a big
If you have
time.
Bronson Reed do the Yeet, it's all good.
He's a big time Vader fan. Matter of fact, he likes the Vader bomb. That's his signature move. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jamie. And joining us today, no, it's not Mark Henry. So shut up. That's not Mark Henry, ladies and gentlemen. That's a one of my newest friends down here in the Dirty South.
How y'all doing?
I pray for him because he's a Razorback fan.
A shitty Razorback fan. Yes.
And wait, who's your NFL team now?
Uh, Cowboys.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep that moving, ladies and gentlemen. That's Dane Boomin. I had
How
to
y'all
do that
doing?
because he's a Cowboy fan, and he's embarrassed by it. But they're having a Cowboy type season.
It's gonna
Just
get
I
better.
always got that Cowboy fans know.
It's gonna get better.
That's their year.
Mm-hmm. Who's your owner?
Owner,
Uh,
head coach,
I
general
don't,
manager.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So Cowboys are having their typical season. We already know that. So just go ahead and put this out here. They're not going to the Super Bowl. So welcome to the SFP podcast. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot is happening in professional wrestling. We got to start off the news here. Andrade debut on AEW. Was supposed to. He's on a 90-day compete clause, which turned into he might be out for a full year. That's bad on and that's about Andrade. That's bad on him. What do you think, Jamie? Is that bad on him?
No. I mean, they'll go to court and it's going to get thrown out. There's no non compete in the world that's going to hold up for a year. You can't tell somebody they can't go make money for a year. It's it's just stupid. It's something that TKO threw in. Like I watched a whole video on it this morning on WrestleMania. They like broke it down, and TKO slid it in at some point last year. It's not going to hold up. The 90 days, it is what it is. I think non competes are stupid. I mean, what was it? Middle of last year, beginning of last year, when they stopped doing non competes because the government outlawed it.
Yeah.
Like when the government's already stepped in once, like it's a non-starter. It's just WWE being petty is really all it is because they're not even paying him on this 90 days. Usually it's not a big deal because the guys are getting paid for 90 days after they get cut. Andrade is not even getting paid. So by all rights, he should be going and making money somewhere else.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that one. And that was our AEW news for today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will get back to AEW content on Wednesday. So that was all that news. We got a lot to talk about AEW on Wednesday. Depends on how I feel. It might be an all day show. So let's get to it, fellas. We're gonna start with Monday Night Raw because I want to get Damien's opinion on some stuff here. So we seen Braun Breaker spear Seth Rollins. We seen him take a tsunami from Bronson Reed. We seen Braun Breaker tell Bronson Reed, "Are you with me?" Or and then we see him grab Paul Heyman and tell him, "Are you with me?" Or the WWE finally heard Jamie voice because he's the leader of the voices that it's time to go with the youth movement. And because of Seth Rollins' injury, we seen going to that youth movement. That's not on Raw, also on SmackDown, because SmackDown made some changes to their writer team. They still got the Road Dogg there, which I still believe they should have got rid of. But we seen this youth movement going on in WWE. Now, me and Damien had said this yesterday, and Damien, I want you to repeat it, and Jamie, I want you to get your answer on this one.
Mhm.
I said that if they get the belt to CM Punk would be a transitional champion. If they do it right, they should just give the belt to Braun Breaker on Saturday Night's main event and let him run with it. What did you say, Dame?
Okay, for the thing is that okay, so CM Punk won his right to to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. I have a feeling that I don't think they're gonna put the title on Braun Breaker soon because what's the purpose of him having a title this early and you ain't gonna know what to do with him with the title? So my thing is, I feel like they should have CM Punk fight LA Knight because I feel like LA Knight gonna come on Raw and be like he never got pinned, he never got his title reclaws. So I feel like they might do the CM Punk LA Knight way to Saturday Night's main event, which I believe that which transpires to Braun Breaker winning a Royal Rumble against CM Punk. Build up Braun Breaker so that he could be a legitimate world champion contender. As of right now, cool, he speared Seth Rollins. You have to build him up. I don't think he's ready yet, in my opinion.
All right. Now, Jamie, before you respond, just know that because of Rollins' injury, the whole storyline changes.
I know.
So, the rumor of Breaker versus Lesnar at WrestleMania probably won't happen. So, give you a thought.
I mean, Braun Breaker's going to win the Royal Rumble. He'll end up probably wrestling for the title at WrestleMania. I doubt he'll get the title before WrestleMania. The one that gets screwed in all of this the most is probably Austin Theory, because now he's going to go back to, well, we don't know what to do with him because he was supposed to join the group. Um, Again, it just shows that they don't plan for any alternates of people getting hurt or fans just totally hating an angle. They come up with one vision and that's what they roll with, and then something happens and everything just falls apart. Braun Breaker is nowhere near ready to be world heavyweight champ. So they'll probably have him win the Royal Rumble. CM Punk will probably get a little bit of a run with it just to make everybody happy. They'll probably have him beat LA Knight. They'll probably have him beat uh who else? Can't be Jacob Fatu now. So he'll probably run through all the number one guys, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso. They'll probably have people crossing shows and just going back and forth just to give him some credible wins, and then he'll drop it. He'll probably even keep it till WrestleMania, honestly.
Now, you said Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble. So I'm glad you said that because in a way that kind of do affect Sami Zayn because I had said previously, damn, you had said
Yeah,
you heard me when I
Sammy
said
winning.
Sammy will win the Royal Rumble. But let's go with that theory. If Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble, that means Sami Zayn has to win the Elimination Chamber.
But I agree. But they said the elimination gonna be in Chicago, which
Right.
I believe that Punk might win the Chamber in Chicago. But I feel like Punk was gonna drop the title to Braun at Royal Rumble, and I feel like CM Punk gonna want another opportunity because remember, even though Seth hurt, they rumored Gunther and Brock in Mania,
Okay.
so you could possibly down the road have CM Punk and Braun again for the title at WrestleMania. Because I feel like Sam's gonna win the Royal Rumble, and I feel like eventually Cody's gonna turn heel. But I just wonder where is this going to leave Randy Orton if Sammy is going to fight possibly heel Cody down the road. I just wonder where is it going to leave Randy.
Well, I know they're building up to that feud with Randy and Cody, and I
Well,
think that feud is supposed to start beginning next year. The problem is to me is that, and Jamie, how many times you have said this numerous times? I have said this. SmackDown is a bad show,
It's a terrible show.
and because of the voice of Jamie, myself, and everybody on Twitter, on X. Well, I don't criticize them on X because of their writing on SmackDown. It's been horrendous. And they ain't telling no story. Now they're telling a story. I think what they're gonna probably end up doing, because it kind of makes sense. You're gonna let him feud with Drew McIntyre, and you're gonna have to go to McIntyre to Orton. But after the first year, they can't. Him and Orton can't battle anymore because this youth movement they're trying to go into. And then if Sami Zayn either wins the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, that's gonna be Cody's main. That's gonna be his guy. The problem I have is that, and B has said this, Cody is a better chasing the title than being champion, because it seems like when he gets the title, they don't got nothing for him. They don't know how to use him. And I had said this previously. If they were smart, I would have John Cena face Drew McIntyre, had Drew McIntyre be champion, and I'll let Cody beat Drew at Royal Rumble and let him run with the title for those specific months and have him drop it up, have him drop it.
What has Cody done since he got the belt back?
He hasn't done nothing.
Nothing. Drew could have been doing something this entire time.
Right. And if he was going to have a feud with him and Randy Orton, you should have had that feud right after he beat Randy Orton. What was that? In Saudi Arabia? That,
you talking when he beat Randy?
Yeah.
He beat him on the Friday after Clash in Paris.
Right. So you should have had that feud right there. You should have Randy turn. Instead of they being an ally, you should have turned Randy then. We would have had this Randy and Cody feud. But now the storylines and the writings is changing. It makes no sense to wait until the beginning of the year. You should have had it then. You should have Randy turn Randy then, and we was had this feud right now. Right now, Cody would have something to do. Because after Drew, who he has nobody. After Drew McIntyre, he has nobody.
He has a few options. I want to say he has a few options, but the thing is, though, I completely agree with y'all saying. So what we seen Friday was something completely new. We seeing a sneak peek of Homelander Cody for like WWE forever. My thing is, if they're pushing for that heel turn on Cody, what does this leave Randy? Does they keep him babyface, or you see
Randy
what I'm
should
saying?
stay babyface because he's been a heel for almost his entire career.
I'm saying
he's actually having fun now.
Yeah.
He's way over with the crowd. That's why I'm saying why turn him, and he's over with the crowd. Every time he comes back, a big pop happens when he comes back out of nowhere.
But basically, both of you guys are saying that if Cody turns heel, and
I feel like that might be
for a while,
I think that might happen.
You will have Randy on your biggest baby face on SmackDown.
Yes.
Yeah, because that would push him to get his 15th title, 16th, 15th. Yeah, because he's 2 behind Cena.
Him and Sammy, yeah, Randy and Sammy,
and Jacob.
Well, Jacob's done for a while.
Yeah, we had like a dental surgery, something like that.
Yeah, dental surgery.
And did they say
they're saying he's done until at least the end of the first quarter next year.
Oh wow, it's that long?
Yeah, he's done for a while.
Man, I ain't think it was that bad.
Yeah, I watched the thing on it this morning.
Oh wow. So that changes everything again. So how you guys feel about this one? So let's say if they move Gunther to SmackDown, will you make him a babyface?
No.
He has to be your monster heel. Him and Drew McIntyre are like the only real mega heels you have in the company.
So who'd be your number 2 babyface on SmackDown?
Sammy?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Your
third? It can be Carmella Hayes and Rey Fenix.
Well, see, Carmella Hayes is a heel because he attacked the Miz. So he's
baby. I think Carmella's babyface.
You think so?
Carmella's gonna end up getting moved to Raw anyway.
Probably and Rey Fenix, I'm hearing that they don't have nothing for him right now, but he's supposed to be getting in the feud pretty soon.
They're gonna end up doing the Lucha Bros.
So who goes to SmackDown? Who goes? So that means
it's probably gonna get Penta movie to SmackDown to give SmackDown something to talk about. Unfortunately,
be the best option. Just break up the Street Profits.
You don't need to tell me that.
Angelo
Dawkins is an anchor on Montez Ford's career.
It's breaking the street profit because if you're going in a different direction with the writing and you want in you kind of want to cater to your fan base, give them something they all been wanting. Montez for a single run. It would make sense.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's just say Montez and Angelo feud, right? Because when they break up, after they feud, who are they going to feud with after? I mean, Montez going out the United States Championship. Remind you, if he does go after that, you got Carmelo, you got possibly Ray Phoenix, Shinsuke Nakamura, which is he a babyface again. Sami Zayn might want a rematch clause. There's a lot of people in front who can, you know,
I
Well,
don't
if the
think
Street Profits
Sammy.
break up, Angelo Dawkins will quickly go bye bye after his initial feud because
yeah,
he doesn't have it unless they do something with a character change that makes him incredible.
Nah,
He's DeMarcus Cousins of the WWE.
now I do see two things with that one though. Now they can get D'Angelo Hawkins a refreshed character, or you send him to NXT.
What's he going to do in NXT? I mean,
yeah.
they already have a bunch
I
of
Um,
guys
mean,
that they're about to call up. I mean, Obafemi is
you
about
got
to come up.
when we think about it, he'll be off in the shuffle because you said Obi Femi gonna be getting calling up. Ricky Saints at some point gonna get called up.
no,
Trick
Trick.
Williams at some point is gonna get
Trick,
called up.
Oba, and what's his face are all going to be coming up.
Tony
Probably
D'Angelo is gonna get called up.
Tony D'Angelo should have
What?
already been called up
Yeah,
with
he should have been
Obafemi.
called up.
Right. He should have been called up 2 years ago.
I
So
mean, that's the problem is guys going back to NXT, it doesn't work out for them. I mean, Ridge Holland, he's done.
Yeah, he gone.
Baron Corbin,
yeah.
he's gone. Anybody that goes from the main roster willingly back to NXT does not work out for them because it's not to promote them, it's to promote the younger guys.
Well, I agree with you on that, but when I look at Finn Balor when he went back down to NXT willingly and redefined his character and won the championship, then came right back up. I mean,
I
it's
think
not
that was more to help NXT than it was to help Finn Balor. Because that was at a period when NXT wasn't doing so hot.
well, I mean, we gotta do something with D'Angelo Hawkins. I mean Angelo Hawkins because I don't see
That's
them
what
releasing
releases
him.
are for.
I don't see them releasing him.
Yeah, I don't see him. Yeah, I mean, they can use him like how they use the Omos. I mean, have him going around different promotions, just trying to build
I
himself
mean,
back
look at
up.
the Rockers way back in the day. You could tell by watching them. Shawn Michaels was a star. Marty
Right.
Jannetty was just an anchor. That's kind of how it is with the Street Profits. Montez Ford has lost years on his career where he could have been a single star right off the rip, keeping this thing together. I mean, Angelo Dawkins is fine. Is he anything incredible? Is he a solo star? Not unless he has a massive change. I mean, there's nothing that when he talks that you're like, wow, this guy's a star. Montez kind of has it all. He's got the ability, he's got the talk, he's got the look, he's got everything.
I think the WWE trying to pull the trigger years ago when they had Montel Ford going a single run while Dawkins was injured, and when he almost won the United States Championship, that was our glimpse of what this guy can do as a single wrestler.
Well, that and he's got the UFC stuff that apparently is coming
Yeah.
to fruition too, where he's going to be fighting in the UFC.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, Montez Ford is like a legit badass. Like,
Yeah, he is. And he's former military too, so we
Yeah.
can't really so I think it's badass with everything capital BAD and the ass on it. So yeah, that's a bad brother. It's just hard for me to see Hawkins just phase out. Just man, we know you the lesser of the Street Profits, but we don't got nothing for you, so we're just gonna fade you out. I just don't see it.
I just don't think there's anybody creatively enough in WWE to do anything with him. That's the problem, especially if this whole AI thing is like legit of what was coming out this week.
I
If
feel
that's
like
what
that
they're
was
really going to
legit.
be,
You heard about that
I do
Dan?
too. If that's
Yeah.
really a thing, they're screwed. Like,
I think everybody's screwed anyway when you got AI gonna be running the creative control.
I mean,
Not
what was
gonna
it? Bobby
The bacon's not
Lashley
there.
being an anime fan? Like, Lashley doesn't
Yeah.
even work for the company. I'll be
I've-
honest, the only anime I've ever seen any black guys that I know watch is Dragon Ball Z. So,
Fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah. It's
But-
nothing that's all you can say.
But on that the chat GPT, I feel like it was an effect because if it was Road Dogg or anybody else, they wouldn't have Cody did what he did, and let alone had Sammy lose to a returning Ilya Dragunov. See, look, everybody thought that Sammy was going to lose to Oba. Like everybody thought he was going to lose to Oba the moment he came up to the main roster. The fact they pulled the trigger on Ilya Dragunov his first night back in over a year and a half, which tells you they have a lot of faith in him and a lot of changes are coming to SmackDown.
Well, that
Well,
was
here,
apparently Sammy's call to lose the belt, which I think is a
Really?
good thing. Yeah, I was reading that all week. Sammy made the call to lose it, which
Mhm.
Ilya needs a big push because he had a ton of momentum before he got hurt by Gunther. So at least this gets him right in the topic of being talked about again. And as far as talent wise, he should be getting the push that Braun Breaker's getting.
So
If
what
he
just
didn't
leaves
get hurt,
Sammy?
Sammy's still going to get pushed. Sammy's going to be next in line going after the world heavyweight title. I mean, because
remember,
WWE is obsessed with Grand Slam champions, and that's all Sammy needs. Just like John Cena is going to win the IC title before he's gone, because it's the only
Oh
title he
yes.
needs.
uh, remember, Damon, I had told you this, and Jamie knows this. Back in the day, to measure a superstar or who's going to be the next champion, like everybody knows, Sami Zayn is going to be he can be the world's heavyweight champion or the undisputed heavyweight champion. They always put the title, always put the IC title on you or the US title on you to see how can you handle that run. So that's their measuring stick.
Like
That's how
wrestling in the
Gunther,
80s,
yeah,
you could be the IC champ and never get the world title. You can be
mhm,
Kurt Hennig and be like the best of the best and never get that push. That was kind of like you were the top guy in the mid card. Now you get the US title or you get the IC title as just kind of like a proving ground of how do the fans react with him with the title. That's why LA Knight, his run was terrible because the fans weren't really into it. And notice how he hasn't won a world title. Like he
yeah,
dropped it to Shinsuke Nakamura over nothing. Shinsuke didn't do anything with the belt either, but neither one of them have done anything.
and
That's
look at
kind of
Jay,
just how they use the measuring stick on each
and,
show.
and look at Jamie biggest rival, Jay Uso. He had the title for 51 days.
I still have a problem about that J title run. I hope we can get to. I have some words for Triple
Well,
H about
go
that.
ahead, talk about it.
Okay, you picked Jay to win the Royal Rumble. You put a lot of faith in him to go on to to dethrone Gunther at WrestleMania. Why the fuck did you have him drop it to Gunther just so that Goldberg's last match could be a fucking title match? It did not need to be a title match. I would have been fine with Seth cashing in on Jay, but having Jay losing to Gunther and then Gunther just losing it instantly at SummerSlam was stupid. I feel like Goldberg's match did not need a title match at all whatsoever because we knew the outcome was going to be Gunther winning.
First of all, I think we all know that Goldberg. Did Goldberg even say it didn't matter? It didn't need a
Yeah, yeah,
title
it
match,
didn't matter. It didn't matter.
right? So we got that squared away. So on this one, I'm gonna have to agree with my brother here when he said, "I'm gonna let him tell you about Triple H." I can't say it right because those are his thoughts and theories, but he already
He's still
know.
trying to get tickets.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
know
But
you think about it too. You're just trying to get tickets still.
oh yeah, I want to. Yeah, you know
Triple H is
that's
just
a
super
different
lazy.
conversation. That's a different conversation.
It's just a lazy
It's
booking
not about getting
theory.
tickets. Okay, I said
That and Jey Uso's title run wasn't having near the impact that they thought it would. Like if you watch the one little bit of Unreal, which I watched one episode, I've seen clips of the other ones. You see Triple H, oh, we're gonna put a rocket pack on your back and let you take off. Like they gave him the shot. The crowd wasn't doing anything different. They weren't reacting to anything more. The problem is once Jey Uso gets in the ring, it's super kick, super kick, super kick, frog splash, spear, match is over. Like it's you can watch Jimmy do the same thing. You can watch Sami Zayn do the same thing. There's nothing unique about Jey Uso. His entire character is just little bits of other wrestlers from out the years crammed into one character. Like I've told Deshaun before, it's like making a creator wrestler on a video game. and giving him everybody's finishing move and just putting him out there. That's Jey Uso.
Triple H dropped the ball. I'm just gonna say he dropped the ball. I don't like how WWE does this thing where if you say you got the highest selling merch, you got the crowd into you, we're gonna put the main title on you. Sometimes when I look at a champion, sometimes you can tell if a person is a champion. If the person is that guy, you can tell. Roman Reigns and The Rock, those are the legit. Those are champions. Ain't got nothing to do with merch sale. Ain't got nothing to do about the crowd. You can tell that these guys are made for that spot. The thing with Jey Uso is, I don't think Jey wasn't ready for it. In my opinion, I don't think he was ready.
I feel like he was. I feel like the way they booked him made it seem
Well,
like he wasn't ready. The way he was
but that
booked.
too. But not only that, you put in the ring as Gunther, and every time you put Angle in the ring with Gunther, Sami Zayn went through this. Now Jey Uso went through this. They can't beat the guy.
CM Punk.
CM Punk by name, big star. Of course, you're
I
gonna have.
understand.
Of course, you're gonna have him go over Gunther. But my thing is, I would never have Jey go over Gunther. I just wouldn't, because it don't make sense to me. It doesn't. And then I probably would have never took the title off of Gunther. I would let Gunther run with the title. If I was gonna take it off of him, I might have Seth Rollins beat Gunther just because of the storyline he was doing with the Vision, because it makes sense.
But
But if I know that I'm going to put Jey over, and if I know that his title reign is going to be 51 days, I'm not going to put the title on Jey. It's going to hurt his credibility. Like you said, he's not going to have no legit title run. He's just a straight up transition champion.
which I hate it because if that was the case, why make him the why have him beat Gunther? It it didn't make any sense. Because look,
Right.
at first they had CM Punk winning the Rumble, right? Then it transpired to one of the talents the backstage said Jay because he was more over with the crowd. That's fine. It's just that if they knew what they was doing, they should have had Gunther beat Jay at Mania. But my thing is, if he did beat Jay at Mania, who was he going to feud with all the way to SummerSlam? Because he was taking talents off left to right. It was a lot of people injured, like Ilya Dragunov. Like people was rumored that that was going to be the big match against Gunther at SummerSlam. And Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins. It's just all these people that they've done this with, they messed it up because don't get me wrong, I love Jay. I love Jay. But when does the same thing over and over where he can't say it like fix his promos, I'm like, oh God. Like they need to help him or something because it's not working right now.
Hey, him and Jay Cargill need to go to promo school. Just saying.
So giving him the title, the problem is WWE doesn't focus on storytelling. They focus on moments. It's a good moment. Jey Uso wins his first title, blah, 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 blah. People tweet about it, and that's all it is social media likes and things like that to get people talking about WWE. Everything is just very up to the second base. There's no, everybody talks, oh, Triple H does long storytelling. No, he doesn't. He just lets things drag on, hoping to create little moments out of it. That's all it is. Jey Uso winning the title was just strictly about social media likes, posts, and things like that, talking about it. There was no drive to make him champion because once he's in the ring, it all goes downhill for him. The highlight of Jey Uso is his theme music. That's it. So he got the pop. Now he can say that he's a world champ, so his dad can be happy and stop complaining about it on his podcast and everything else. He got his little run. It didn't go well, and everybody's moved on.
I really can't. I can't really say I can't diss Rikishi for sticking up for his son. Hey, my son needs to be the need to be the champion because he knew at that time Jay was hot. Now, one thing I do blame Rikishi on, you should never criticize your son losing the championship belt in 51 days because that should have told what should have told you more than anything was Jay short title run as IC champion. That should have told you everything you need to know. Is that Jay is good at chasing the title, but being champion, being face of the company, I don't think so.
Didn't
It's
he
just
only
because you're
have
over
three
with the crowd doesn't
defenses?
mean you should be champion.
Yeah,
Period.
would you say?
Didn't he only have three title defenses
Yeah,
against Seth? Yeah, Seth going through Logan Paul.
Hmm.
yeah, that's it.
And it was stupid. It was stupid for having him be in a tag match in Money in the Bank. Now that you question creative decision about that. Why have the two top champions in a tag match against? I understand John Cena, but Logan Paul, it didn't make any sense.
Well, it's
Man,
because it was supposed to be Travis Scott, and then the whole thing with Travis Scott went down, and they just had to slot somebody else in there.
I could have done a lot other people than I could have. It could have been a lot of other people than Logan Paul. I ain't gonna lie, in my opinion, it should have been Seth.
hey man, at the end of the day, Travis Scott messed this whole thing up. All right, it's his fault.
Well, and again,
Yeah,
that goes back to what I was saying with the moments thing. They slotted in Logan Paul because Logan Paul is going to bring that audience. And Logan Paul does things that other people just don't do. Like the cool
oh
thing
yeah,
that he did do is he grabbed the drone in the middle of the one match and everything like that. And, took the selfie with the drone and all that. Nobody else has done that because,
against
well, nobody
Roman.
else,
Yeah,
yeah, nobody's had opportunities to do things like that in the past. But they know when they put Logan Paul in the match, they're going to get something that's social media worthy. That's why he gets everything that he's in is always top of the line. He's not wrestling, Ray Phoenix on a SmackDown.
Mm-mm.
He gets top of the line treatment because he's got a social media following. That's why he was slotted in that match.
Hey, Logan Paul's gonna be a world champion.
yeah, he will be,
Don't know
but
which
He
title, but he's
will.
gonna be a world champion. And look, we can sit here. Anybody can sit here and diss Logan Paul, but the guy put his work in, and become a better wrestler.
I'm
Matter
not
of fact, he's
but
better than some of the people on the roster right now.
I'm not
I
dissing
think
him at
I
all.
think he's
I'm
a
just saying he gets put into those matches because he's got a huge following.
Following, yeah,
If he
yeah,
didn't
and
have a
we,
following and he put in that same work, he'd be on SmackDown wrestling dark matches before the show.
yeah, and look, everyone can sit here, they criticize Logan Paul you want. That's fine with me. But when I see him in the ring, he's better than a lot of these guys. So I gotta give his
100% he will.
props to him as a guy who never even trained to be a professional wrestler, came in, learned the business on the fly, worked his butt off to get to this point where he had right now. And I say by another year or two, he's gonna be world champion.
who,
He's gonna be a major champion.
who y'all
And like
think
you
his
said,
next opponent.
he got a social media following, so it's gonna bring in more audience, more views. Just imagine winning that championship title. WWE gonna rake in more money than ever before.
He's going to have to commit to more TV time, though, because taking these extended breaks will keep him from ever getting the belt like that. That
Well,
just
yeah.
shows you how much they care about the U.S. title. Because when he had the U.S. title, he never wrestled.
Oh yeah, and I kind of like that little storyline. He had the U.S. title where because he tried to compare himself to Roman Reigns. Hey, look, I should be, I'm one of your top champions. I should be catered to like one of your top champions. That's kind of like Roman Reigns. So I don't know, man. I do believe that he's gonna be somebody for the title. It might be Sammy.
Who do you think his next opponent is gonna be, and where?
If they get the title to Logan, it's gonna definitely be at a WrestleMania.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling his next opponent is Sami Zayn, and like a Saturday Night's main event or possibly Royal Rumble.
How about Ray Phoenix?
Ray Phoenix isn't a big enough name right now.
Yeah, he's not big enough. I feel like if they go on the way, I have a feeling Sami Zayn might be Logan's next opponent. Because I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's the best name right now for his next opponent. Because Who other than a big baby face Sami Zayn could fight a Logan Paul like a live event, you know?
I mean, look at the guys wrestled John Cena twice. Other people are just begging to get him once in a match before he's gone, and he's got him twice. Like,
And John put him over too.
yeah.
I don't know, man. You know, that's kind of hard to say, especially when you see Sammy bet still in a feud with Solo. You know, that kind of hurts my heart.
I hate it.
Solo's another one that could just, release.
Disappear.
Release.
Yeah.
You know, I got a question for you guys. It just seems to me that the WWE is dependent on the bloodline to get everything back in order. What I mean is that we look at SmackDown, even though with the new creative, the new writing and everything, they're pushing Solo and the MFTs. On Raw, one of the major storylines is the original bloodline. Roman didn't want the Usos to help. He got upset. It goes back to what you said a long time ago, Jamie, that he wants credibility on his wins because he knew when he was champion, he never won clean. He always had help. To me, it's like no matter what the WWE does, they're always going to go back to their bread and butter, the bloodline.
Oh, they will. The only reason Roman Reigns ever had a career as champion is because John Cena left. It popped up yesterday when I was just scrolling through social media. It was like John Cena's biggest mic drops. Half of them were just him destroying Roman Reigns in the ring, like verbally. And it was basically the only reason you're getting an opportunity is because I'm part-time now. And they have to bring me back because you're not getting the job done. And it was when he was champ. So I think that was like
I remember that promo.
21 or something. But like, it's the whole thing. If John Cena was still around, Roman never would have had the career that he's had. But they keep going with whatever's hot. And Vince McMahon shoved Roman Reigns down people's throats so much that you had to like him.
So you believe that? Okay, so how about this one then? God, you said his name. You don't think that would be the tough call on Vince McMahon? All right, we're gonna let Roman be champion close to 5 years. Do you think he'll get that same title run out to my Roman if John Cena wasn't part-time?
No, not even close. Not even close. There's nothing that Roman Reigns does better than John Cena. Nothing.
Well, yeah, we know that, but I'm just saying, like,
well, that's my point. Is like they're gonna stick with what's hot. John Cena is always going to be a hotter commodity than Roman Reigns.
So you don't think at no point in time where we would see if Vince was still in the WWE that he wouldn't make that transition to Roman Reigns being the face of the company?
You can. So this is the thing. You can make somebody's career. You can break somebody's career. But there does get to a point where that person has to take accountability and grow it into something bigger. Vince pushed Roman as far as Roman could be pushed. It was up to Roman to take it to a whole new level that he never did. Like Hulk Hogan, way, way back. Vince McMahon created a monster. He pushed Hogan as far as he could get, but then Hogan took it to a whole nother level and became the most recognizable sports athlete of the entire 80s into the early 90s. And
to that gimmick got stale.
Screwed up all of wrestling for, who knows how long. But, you can push somebody so much, you can derail somebody's entire career, but at a certain point, they have to push it themselves to being almost untouchable. Roman never accomplished that. John Cena did. You've got this, thank you, John Cena. John Cena sucks, all that kind of stuff. He could play both sides and was winning on both sides every single time he came out.
I am kind of shocked that we didn't get a John Cena versus Roman Reigns match during this retirement run. I don't know, that to me that would have been.
Yeah, schedules didn't line up, and the vision. So
yeah, I mean, you had the John Cena gets destroyed by Brock Lesnar, just doesn't do anything for a month, and then comes back and wrestles AJ Styles. Like, well, just another day at the office. No storyline, no build up, no nothing. Just, hey, two guys that are going to be retired within the next year. Let's have them go at it. Incredible match, don't get me wrong, but they've just completely given up on any sort of thing with John Cena after that whole heel angle.
What you guys want to see from the WWE as far as this new direction they're going in with the creative on
Competence,
SmackDown? What'd you say?
competence.
Okay.
Make something coherent that makes sense. That doesn't
Mhm.
involve every Samoan from the Isle of Samoa.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Also, I'll say this too. I'll say give people who hasn't had a lot of screen time, like give them screen time to work with. Because let's say, for instance, what's a good name? Mm, oh, let's say Otis. Where has Otis been?
Triple
He,
Mania.
There you go.
you
Down
know
in
what I'm saying?
AAA, but yeah.
They said that he had an injury months ago. He is nowhere to be found, and yet he's
Yeah.
down in Triple Mania back fighting. And I feel like, Maxine, she's getting a title shot Monday against Becky. She's finally getting screen time. Give give Akira Tozawa screen time. I don't know, like months ago when he had that 5 minute title match against Gunther, the whole world was, I mean, the whole arena was exploded by the way Akira Tozawa was handling Gunther. Like, give people like that screen time so that they can find something to work with other than just being stuck in catering. Another thing, the SmackDown, the Women's SmackDown Championship. Okay,
He's talking about
um,
what we talked about, Jamie.
they need they need more people to come up or trade to SmackDown because we all get tired of seeing B-Fab and Meechin challenge Julia. What I think they should do is they should trade a SmackDown superstar over. Give me Lyra Valkyria versus Julia for the United States Championship. That would be a great feud that they can work with until more women's superstars get traded or get called up. That's just me.
Okay, so Julia, before you answer, Jamie, Julia, in my opinion, is the best female wrestler on SmackDown, hands down. That's just my personal opinion, right?
Automatically.
And when I watch her, she's always doing backstage segments. She doesn't wrestle a lot. She wrestles sometimes. Last time I seen her wrestle, she was in a tag team match. Now, did she had a singles match this past SmackDown?
Uh, no,
Mm.
no.
Okay, so she didn't have a single match this past SmackDown.
Oh, one moment, y'all froze my screen. One moment. Hold on.
Yeah. So my thing is,
Oh,
you
there you
put
go.
the U.S. title on her. She's your best female wrestler on SmackDown. I look on Raw, Stephanie Victoria is getting a push like I never seen before. I look on SmackDown, they put the secondary title on Julia. And I look at the main title, nothing against Tiffany Stratton. But how many times we gonna see Tiffany Stratton versus Jay Cargo
Don't get me started with Nia Jax.
and Nia Jax, right? That's the
Oh,
only three.
that's
That's only
creative.
those three has been battling each other. Like for what? Months, 2, 3 months?
Yes, just
You
stalling
should
Longer
for
have
than
the
seen
that?
it
episode.
Edge and Orton all over again.
Yeah. I got nothing against Jade. I'm a Jade fan. I want her. I said this. If you're gonna get the best out of Jade, two things. One, sit down to the PC so she get more work in. She can redefine her skills. Have her train with Booker T. He's been begging and wanting to work with her because all they can do is enhance her. He can work her with her promos, work on her skill set, and then make her a heel. This baby face thing you doing with Jay, it doesn't work. It doesn't resonate with the fans. Doesn't resonate with me. Doesn't resonate with nobody. She's not a baby face. You can tell she's a natural heel. Her being a baby face is a struggle. It's killing her character.
You're doing a lot of talking about Jade Cargill to say
I'm
to
just
get the
saying.
best out of
Hey,
her. To get the best out of her, you have her wrestle women half her size in matches that are no longer than a minute and a half.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, I'm only saying this because they invest a lot of money into her.
I mean, look,
Uh,
they've promoted Jade Cargill as being some sort of monster. When she was paired up
Right.
with Bianca, Bianca is bigger than Jade Cargill is. Her arms are bigger, her thighs are bigger, like everything about her. There's the phenomenon and the freak show of looking at Jade Cargill completely dissipates when you stand her next to Bianca. And Bianca's just all around 100 times better than Jade will ever be.
No, the way I feel about Jay is what I feel about every WWE wrestler. I don't want to see nobody fail. I want to see everybody meet their potential. I just feel that she ain't met her potential, but yet though that's also on her as well too. I don't want to see anybody get lost in the shuffle, lost in the cracks because of Triple H can't tell a story or he gonna use his favorites over
She didn't get lost in
common
the shovel.
sense.
She got pushed right off the rip of getting there and just couldn't get the job done.
Nah, yeah, she's not even ready.
No,
I
she's
agree
nowhere
with
close
that.
to ready.
She's not even ready. But I just feel that she just needs to develop more, and she needs to be working with a veteran. Bianca
And
Belair is not a veteran wrestler,
to
and
what Dame said,
Bianca
Jade
is
is
great in
taking
the
up
ring.
time for people that are qualified to be there. This is my whole
Right.
stance on bringing back old guys. Like, who are they talking? AJ is going to get a retirement tour next year.
He already
And they're going to bring
it's
back
already
old
started.
guys. It's already started, yeah. But like when you bring back The Rock and give The Rock 10 minutes of screen time, does anybody really care about The Rock anymore? No, especially if they see him come out now when he's lost almost 100 pounds and he's all skin and bones. Nobody's going to want to see him ever again. But every time you put somebody on TV that doesn't need to be there, you're taking away from the young guys or girls, again, that need that screen time. Carmelo Hayes could have benefited greatly with more screen time. He hasn't had anything notable since he had the feud with Andrade, which, again, probably the best series of matches all of last year on any promotion anywhere. The women, there's far too many women on the Raw brand that could be competing for things that you've got Nia Jax
thank
and
you.
Jade
Yeah,
just going after Tiffany. Tiffany is not the problem. It's just like the whole John Cena Edge Orton thing. John Cena wasn't the problem. John Cena got blamed because he was always the champ, but you didn't put anybody else in that mix. You're doing the same thing to Tiffany Stratton, just giving her Nia Jax and Jade. And Nia, extremely limited in what she can do. Jade, extremely limited in what she can do. Why is Michin not doing something? Michin's incredible. Bring over Lyra Valkyria. Julia. Julia's more than ready. But again, it comes down to what did we talk about a couple weeks ago? Stephanie Vacher before she won the title. I said she'll win the title because she's taking English classes. What is Julia not
yeah,
as adept at? She doesn't speak English well.
but she is taking English class.
She's taking classes, but she's not as adept as Stephanie Vacher is
But
already.
you gave her a mouthpiece.
Yeah, not a very good one. A mouthpiece that nobody knows. Kiana James got promoted last year, and you didn't hear from her for a year. Like, you can't take an unknown person and pair it with somebody that most WWE fans are just learning to say, oh, yeah, hey, this works. No, you would bring back, like, I would have brought back Teddy Long or somebody that is a proven commodity in the company that knows how to talk to build her up. No, you bring on Kiana James. Like, come on.
I mean,
they've just done Julia dirty compared to what Stephanie's got.
Yeah, they have, and that's when it bothers me because I look at Julia, she's the main eventer, so I'd rather have her feud with Tiffany than watch the same two wrestlers that Tiffany been feuding with.
You could have had Julia versus Stephanie Vacher at Crown Jewel.
You could. That would probably be the better match.
Had
that would have been the better match.
Mm-hmm. And I love Tiffany Stratton, but compared to Julia right now, I mean, Tiffany's still got plenty of room to grow. But you put Julia versus Stephanie Vacher, that would have been your best match of the night.
It would have been. You know, another thing is I'm tired of the WWE making their heel women babyface or tweeners. I mean, you know, Tiffany is a natural heel. You made Charlotte Flair, well, Charlotte's a little different because she wanted to go babyface because she got tired of the heel run she was having all these years and she wanted to do something different.
And it blew up in her face terribly. So they had to have Alexa Bliss come and rescue her.
Yeah. 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 And don't get me wrong, I kind of like their dynamic.
Do you see how hard they have to work on social media? How hard Alexa Bliss has to work to make her likable?
Hey, you know how hard it is for Charlotte Flair to make her own self likable.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, this one putting in overtime.
I mean, I watched a video yesterday. It was CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, Ivar, and who else was it? It was Kofi, CM Punk, Ivar, and I forget who the fourth person was. But they were talking about shitting themselves in the ring, and you could
Oh yeah, that was
see,
unreal.
yeah. So I just saw the clip of it, and she wouldn't admit to it. She's like, "Oh, I pissed myself one time, but that was it." Like, just fucking have fun. Who cares? Like, you got three grown men saying they've done it. Just run with it. Like, they're giving you a chance to be likable here. John Cena's talked about it 100 times. It's happened to him. Big Show damn near killed him.
So I'm going to I'm thinking so they probably depends when they go to the ring.
I mean, John Cena wearing the jorts. I don't know how it didn't come like running down the bottom or something, but
Right. And actually, I was on Instagram and something popped up. It was Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair, it looked like she was wearing like a cowboy outfit, and she was waving her phone around. Like I don't know what the heck she was doing. But then you see this Lily doll out of nowhere just doing this. I'm like,
I haven't seen
okay,
that one.
okay, they're trying so hard. They're trying so hard that Alexa Bliss eventually is going to turn on Charlotte Flair.
Oh, that's 100% going to happen because that's the only thing that they could really do at this point to make Charlotte like the baby face. Like they're trying hard and it's working to a certain effect. I'm actually enjoying Charlotte Flair. I couldn't stand her before. A lot of because of the treatment she gets of just the name that she has. But she is likable now. But a lot of that is to do because of Alexa Bliss.
Well, yeah, I'm a Charlotte Flair fan, and don't get me wrong, I kind of felt that her run for the last 5 years to me has been stale because she's been hurt. She come back, she get this big old pop, and then she goes heel. Then it's kind of like the same routine over and over again. Like I don't know, is it in her contract within the first 30 days she got to be champion or something?
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you don't even wait in the line. Soon as you come
It's her and Rhea.
Charlotte, he go the title.
Her and Rhea. At the moment, they don't have a title. They always got to be the first one to get another title match.
But Rhea's different.
Yeah, I know. I love Rhea though, but it's just that they always like I love what they're doing with Rhea now that she's not involved in the world title picture. But I feel like I have a feeling down the road that her and Io will dethrone Alexa and Charlotte, in which in my opinion, I feel like the Kabuki Warriors will dethrone them at WrestleMania. I feel like they're gonna carry the titles to Mania, and the Kabuki Warriors will dethrone them.
I just don't know how much longer Asuka is going to do a tag team role and not go back after singles runs.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Rhea, I'm about to say, but don't you worry. As long as Stephanie's still champion. Hi, Susie.
Yeah, she thinks she's sneaking by, but you know.
Don't you worry. Because long as Stephanie got that title, Rhea gonna come for that title. She gonna come for it. She don't need to right now. I prefer her to move her to SmackDown. That'll be her team with Damian Priest. He has nothing to do really. She's not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, they screw that whole thing up.
Yeah, how can you go from your big? It's the same thing with Rhea. Rhea is white hot. She's your biggest merch sale behind Cody Rhodes. She got a theme song that everybody likes to jam out to. Nobody can't sing it, but everybody know she get this huge pop. She has put over how many times she put over Io Sky? So many times. But
I mean, Io's a better
Io
wrestler
Sky,
than she is.
Io Sky is one of the best female wrestlers.
Io's the best women's wrestler in the world, hands down.
Yeah. So that I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying like she put Io over tons of time. She better Liv Morgan for about a year.
So they have good chemistry together, but that's the problem is that WWE is so reliant on Liv Morgan to make something out of Rhea Ripley instead of like the other way around. Or because I mean, what's Rhea done since Liv got hurt again?
Nothing. Well, actually, I put it like this: I like the match she had in WrestleMania between her, Bianca, and Io. I like that. That was one of my favorite matches of the night. And quite honestly, I kind of see that same chemistry that Liv and Rhea had. That Bianca and Rhea has that same chemistry. Like if they was just a one-on-one match, it'll be a banger.
Well, the problem is they're both baby faces. Bianca needs a heel turn. Bianca's gimmick needs to be completely overhauled. That whole EST thing, like don't base a gimmick off of Machine Gun Kelly. Like just don't. So hopefully when she comes back, it's something, refreshed. Let her be a heel for a while. Put her and Montez together. Get rid of the Street Profits, put those two together. And then you've kind of got a natural feud building with Becky and Seth that you could spin into.
So what you don't? So whenever Seth comes back, that's one. And two, I don't want to see babyface Becky Lynch.
No, I'm not saying they would have to be babyface at that time, but I'm saying to get them off on the right tracks. I mean, Seth is probably done for a little bit. And who knows how long Becky or Bianca's going to be out if she's even ready to come back yet. Not saying it has to happen right now, but like you'd have an easy transition to a feud between Seth and Becky with Bianca and Montez.
You do. I just find it funny how Rhea Ripley was on the top of the women's division. Now they 100% have nothing for her.
And when did it happen?
When Liv Morgan
got hurt.
Right. And no. What did you say a few weeks ago? You said something else. You said it was something about once you get this hot and don't have nothing for you.
Oh,
I can't remember those.
I mean, there's certain people like Rhea Ripley is one of the very few in the company that you can not, or no, she's not one of the few. I said it backwards. They have to get her involved in like this little stuff with Io Sky and everything, because even though she's white hot with the crowd, if they take her off TV for an extended period, she's going to lose it. Certain people can be gone for long periods of time and come back. Part-timers. Brock Lesnar is one of them. That anytime he comes back, the place is going to blow up every single time because he has a long legacy. People know what he does in the ring. They know when he comes out, he's going to tear something up. Other people, if they're not on TV on a weekly basis, they're going to lose that white hot, and they're still going to get a pop or something, but it's not going to be the same effect. They have to keep Rhea on TV to keep people thinking about her because they're not doing anything with her. So she's going to wrestle in these random matches against Kairi Sane. Poor Kairi Sane has probably wrestled more matches than almost anybody else this year and gotten almost nothing out of it.
Yeah. And how many times she faced Rhea Ripley, for that matter?
Yeah.
Especially Roxanne.
Roxanne's another one that could go over to SmackDown.
I don't like the fact that they replaced Roxanne. No, they replaced Liv Morgan with Roxanne. It don't make sense. Roxanne should not be in the Liv Morgan's role.
Well, she wouldn't have been if Liv didn't get hurt.
Right.
You could tell where they were going with the story of, Roxanne breaking up her and Dom, which is just stupid. That was completely unnecessary.
Liv's going to be a babyface when she comes back.
Of course.
Hopefully the Judgment Day is just completely
it's
gone.
Pretty predictable. When you get hurt, you're going to come back as a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anyone who came back from an injury and went back to their heel ways. I think the closest one was Triple H.
I mean, Gunther will when he comes back. But...
Well, of course. But when he's coming back is just one question, too.
Apparently he's ready. Because he only had nasal surgery. It was like a deviated septum or something. It was pretty routine.
Good. He'll be back December 13th.
I'm glad you said that day because now, there are rumors that it's going to be John Cena last born going to be Gunther. Or
it was supposed to be Seth.
It's going to be Gunther.
It was supposed to be Seth, though, before he got injured.
I mean, being Gunther makes more sense because Gunther could be the one to retire Cena. He'll take all the credit. It'll build him up as a monster heel even more because for him being your monster heel, they've done Gunther pretty dirty with weak losses this year to
Yeah.
do so. When that's supposed to be like your guy.
Now, did you think that was a weak loss when he lost to Sami Zayn at
Yeah, I
WrestleMania?
often say that. I often ask that question.
Yeah.
There's no
It's
world that Sami Zayn should ever be beating Gunther. Period.
it's funny to me that the two guys, the one you already put the championship on, and one guy you about to put the championship on down the road, is that neither one of these guys, you had to do a storyline where Gunther was this Goliath and they couldn't beat him. He's like this standard bearer. He's like this mountain that they could never beat. And when it's time to beat them, it was like it
You
don't make
took two of
sense.
the most lame wrestlers in all of WWE to do it.
You said it,
And
I
how
mean,
is Sami
Yeah, you
Zayn
said
getting
it.
this push when he's basically retired Kevin Owens? And
because
not
of
in
the
like a
push he
favorable
had when he
story
was
way.
well, this is I kind of piece this together. In a way, Sami Zayn made the bloodline watchable because of the way
Mhm.
his comedic ways and the way he was acting. It's just his style. He kind of made the bloodline watchable because if Sami Zayn wasn't part of the bloodline, I don't think the bloodline would have got this. Would got
Yeah,
all the
people would
views
have been
and high watch.
sick.
It'd be boring. We'll be sitting here
Heyman
like,
can only carry something so far.
right. And two, I I just think that people just love Sami Zayn. He got over the crowd.
I mean, he's funny, he's likable, and he's the everyday guy. He has no
Yeah,
muscle definition. He's just this bearded guy that looks like he sits at home and drinks all day that wrestles.
yeah,
Like he's the skinny Ivar is really what he is.
yeah. And number and I also kind of think Sammy had been through so many character changes that he made it work. And
Just gotta
he
bring
just
El
good.
Generico back.
Hey, I
Bring
like
back his
Sammy when he's
indies.
wearing the mask.
That's what I'm saying. El Generico.
Yeah, yeah, I like Sammy when he's wearing the mask. But for what he done, the work he done, the bloodline, the way he changed his character and he got over the crowd. He got over the people in the locker room. He got over with the creator. Got over Triple H. I think they're going to reward him with the belt.
Well, it's because they're also doing a documentary.
That too.
And that nuclear pop he got when he turned on the bloodline, that was nuclear.
Yeah, but we kind of seen that coming.
Yeah, I know, but and then you build up, and it was perfect because you build from that to having technically his first ever world title shot in his hometown. Well, I mean his home country, and then fast forward to him main event his first ever WrestleMania with his best friend against arguably the greatest tag team of all time, and you beat them. I mean that's it. That was a story right there for him. I just feel
First of
like
all,
after that, I feel like after that they've wandered down with Sammy because yeah, after that mania, I feel like they've Sammy lost the juice and an ignition with the crowd because now you have people booing him, you have people cheering him, and yet I feel like he's the modern day John Cena because you can boo him or hate him, he still will go out there and on a banger of a match for you guys and for us. So
Well, people start to boo him because you can see it's predictable. Like he's going to win the world heavyweight title. They're obsessed with Grand Slam champions, just like John Cena's going to win the IC title right before he retires because he's not a Grand Slam champion, but yet the Miz is a two-time Grand Slam champion. You know how offensive that is that the Miz is a two-time Grand Slam champion
and the
and
Miz will
Cena's
let you know
technically.
that. And
Oh yeah,
every chance he gets, I beat
but
John Cena.
I hate that Sheamus is the one already. That's why, in my opinion, I think Sheamus should be his last opponent just so that he can dethrone him for the championship. That's just me. But yeah, I hate a lot of people are like, Sheamus. Like he's been chasing the IC title for years. And that match when he had at Gunther at what was it called? Was it
yeah, it was a
Clash
while
Clash of
ago.
the Castle? Clash of the
Yeah,
Castle. I feel like he was trying his hardest that whole year to get the title. In my opinion, he should have won that title at Mania in that triple threat match. That's just my personal belief. He should have won that match,
I think they
but
have something against Sheamus because he's pretty injury prone at this point, and I think that's probably what keeps him from. He's gonna get it because again, it's the only title he doesn't have for a Grand Slam, so he's gonna get it at some point. But I think that him getting injured so often is part of what holds them back with him.
Yeah, and you also got to factor in any title run with Sheamus is never exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I'm not saying it's boring, but it's never exciting when he's champion. And if they was gonna pull the trigger, yeah, I probably would have done it before WrestleMania when he fought that Triple Threat match. And I always kind of wonder why did they throw in Drew McIntyre in that match? Because you can speak and sit here and say, hey, look, Drew had nothing to do, or it made sense for that time to put Drew in. Drew should have never been part of that match.
he could have fought LA Knight. LA Knight didn't have a match. They have a WrestleMania match that year. That was his hometown.
Yeah, but again, we don't know what goes through the mind of an 80-year-old man. We just don't.
Triple H has been running the show for a few
Yeah, that
years
was
now.
Triple H. Yeah, Mania 39.
But no,
that was
they said, well, Vince McMahon was running that show. He changed it, but Triple H did have some major input.
Triple H is another one that needs to go.
I don't think Triple H needs to go. I think Triple H needs to adapt with the times.
What are you talking about? He's brought in an AI guy. He's adapting all the way to where he can focus on his political aspirations. Pretty soon, we're going to have Rhea Ripley becoming a man on TV and wrestling, for the World Heavyweight title. While, everything's just going to get all screwed up because it's going to be all AI based because this guy that he hooked up with from, what was it, Daily Wire? No, not Daily Wire. BuzzFeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, BuzzFeed. Like, you thought the storylines at the Attitude Era were bad. Just wait to see how bad it's going to get now.
Hey, man, he's gearing up for his next move because The Rock finna come in and take this job.
I mean, remember, there was a storyline of Triple H marrying a corpse.
The corpse of who?
Kane's girlfriend or whatever it was back in the day.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? Like, he was, like, trying to marry a corpse or whatever?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that one.
No. Hold on.
You gonna marry the corpse of Lita? Nah, look, all jokes aside, I think Triple H is gearing up for his next career move because The Rock finna come in eventually take over, and Rock's gonna have this guy be the head right, not just the head writer, but a Triple H job, and you already know The Rock gonna fire all Triple H boys.
Yeah, the Katie Vick angle. I told you I wasn't crazy.
We didn't say he was crazy, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, from 2002. One of the most tasteless storylines in wrestling history.
What did I tell you? Vince McMahon.
And Triple H.
I mean, that's storytelling at its finest. Hey, son-in-law, you gonna marry a corpse.
I mean, it's the same guy that wanted grown men to kiss his ass on TV too, so it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Also a weird thing.
He just that weird guy, that old man got a weird type of fetish.
Of course he does.
I just don't care for it. I just don't care for it.
He's probably best friends with Diddy.
Maybe.
I mean,
hey, they did the same thing, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. The only difference is Donald Trump only gonna pardon one of them. I know who's going to be.
Well, they haven't found the 1,000 bottles of baby oil on Vince McMahon yet.
I don't know. Vince McMahon might got. Vince McMahon only need one bottle. One bottle and some toilet paper.
Ay.
So, Damien, I got a question for you.
What's up?
And I should have asked you this in the beginning. How did you become a wrestling fan?
Someone? Okay, so uh, let's see. What year was that? What year did what year was Batista fought Cena?
That was early 2000.
2015.
Wasn't it 20? Wasn't it? No, it wasn't Batista. My bad. It was Cena and Edge. Cena and Edge.
That was like 2008 to 2012.
Yeah.
When when Edge cashed in on Cena, that that night to this day, I hated Edge because of that. Because I was starting to grow because I started to realize that Cena Cena was inspiring me to to want to do that, to become a wrestler. And don't get me wrong, I wanted to become a wrestler, but I felt like it wasn't for me. So I just stuck to being a fan. And when Cena retained the title that night, I was happy. Like I was happy. Like I'm like my he's starting to become my favorite. When Edge cashed in that night on him and got the title from him, I was furiously pissed off. And from that moment forward, I have become a John Cena fan to this day. And I'm gonna lie, when December 13th come, I will be severely upset because that'll be the last time in the ring. But me personally, my favorite all time John Cena feud, no, my all time favorite John Cena match for me, it'll be against AJ Styles 2016 SummerSlam. Like that match has a place in my heart as the best John Cena match for me all time.
So Edge cashed in his money in bank on John Cena on January 8th, 2006.
They wrestled 11 times in 2006 for the title, by the way.
Yeah. At New Year's Revolution pay per view event, Cena had just won his title on a grueling elimination chamber match. And Edge seized the opportunity to defeat him and become the WWE champion. And your favorite match was Cena versus Styles. That
Hmm.
I agree with that one. I mean, you can pick. I think they've done the rest what 3 times,
Four.
4. All 4 of those matches were bangers.
Yes. For me personally, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, all four were bangers, but I feel like the SummerSlam ranks above. I feel like the way they're ranked are SummerSlam, SummerSlam, Crown Jewel, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank.
Okay. So you gonna shed a tear with John
I'm
Cena
coming to
calls a
Captain's
career?
podcast. You said what?
So you gonna shed a tear when John Cena officially retires? It's okay, man. Grown men shed tears.
It might be a sweat going down my eye, but I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry.
A sweat going down your eye. Okay, man. Well, a sweat. Yeah, yeah. Um, what about you, Jamie?
No, I mean, I love Cena, but nothing gonna be like that for sure. No, I mean, he's easier to digest because he's been gone so much anyway that it's just kind of like, okay, the time is there. It's just a wrap. Um, AJ Styles would probably be a little bit different for a lot of people because he's been so consistent and so there. Where like Cena, he comes back, he's done the part-time thing and all that kind of stuff, so it'll be a little bit easier to digest for people. But I think AJ will probably have a bigger impact on most people because he's day in and day out. Cena has wrestled a lot this year, like he's done a lot more than I even thought he would initially. Um, but AJ being there day in and day out every single day is probably gonna have a bigger
Yeah,
impact when he leaves.
I ain't gonna have no emotions whatsoever.
Hater.
No, I'm not a hater. It just,
One moment,
to
yeah.
me, John has done a lot for the WWE. I remember when he debuted. I remember he slapped Kurt Angle face with ruthless aggression. I remember went from the Thug Anonymous to You Can't See Me. He's wearing all the fancy throwback NBA jerseys. the hats turned to the side.
Those
You know,
Mitchell and Ness jerseys were
yeah,
nice.
that was sweet. Yeah, that was sweet. Like for example, you got some people around the corner right behind you.
Yeah, I know. Because the dog wants out.
You got like a real life peeping time. But I'm just saying.
Don't
But
worry, she's crawling across the ground.
she could just come on camera. She just come on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm John Cena earned and worked his way to be the top guy in the WWE.
Yes, he's still the face. He's still the face of the company, in my opinion. Until he leaves, he is the face of the company. Just like how LeBron's the face of the league. Until LeBron retires, he is the face of the league.
I'm well, I'm not gonna go that far. And the reason I won't go that far is because John has not been on the W television for a very long time. Not what I mean by that. He's not even a part time wrestler.
Yeah, I understand.
And yeah, when we think of WWE, we think of John Cena because a lot of people, a lot of wrestling fans this generation grew up on John Cena. To me, Roman Reigns is still the face of the company because he's the biggest star in the company.
Yeah, but
That's just
John
my
Cena
opinion.
gets so much press opportunity outside of WWE
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he's talking about WWE. And being that he has like the lifetime contract, he's always going to be the face of the company.
And he is a bigger box office. So
well, I hear you both, but I still think it's Roman.
And now that he's getting his
I'm gonna
bald
miss
spot
John for this standpoint.
fixed,
I'm gonna miss John for this standpoint. Like CM Punk, I love what John get on the microphone. He just destroy his competition because he know that they're not good on the mic or they not where they supposed to be on the mic. I like the fact that he dropped truth on his in his promos, like we just talked about earlier. What he did to Roman Reigns, that was I enjoy that, and the way he dropped stuff on CM Punk, I love that. John Cena is a self-made face of the company. Hulk Hogan was built by the machine. Steve Austin, to a certain point, was built by the machine. John Cena is he worked this. He earned everything he got in WWE. I'm gonna miss him from that standpoint.
well, Steve Austin was doing the Steve Austin thing in ECW. It
Yeah,
it was more out of desperation that Vince just allowed these guys to be themselves because they were getting destroyed in the Monday Night Wars.
oh,
And once he let those guys just, hey, if you got an idea, run it. That's when you got Triple H doing the DX thing and Shawn Michaels doing the DX thing and The Rock opening up and breaking off from the nation and becoming himself and things like that. It's like John Cena said, just turning themselves up, breaking the knob off and going up to 15 on it and just becoming a louder version of who they are.
yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily true for John Cena because when you see him do interviews, like he's very prim and proper now. I think
Yeah,
he's been coaxed by the machine in that aspect. Where I think when he was younger, it probably was a much closer version of who he was. Where now it's not. I don't think the two are even close.
nah. And one thing else about John Cena is that when he became the true when he officially became the face of the company, you can tell the growth every year of John Cena, the growth every year, whether inside the ring, outside the ring. He grew in that position, and that's part I respect more. Um, to sit here and think that this is the last time he gonna be in the ring, that is gonna be tough. But hey, I can see John on TV, on the movies, Peacemaker.
This
Uh,
is just his last time wrestling. They're still going to get him to show up to stuff. Guaranteed he's going to end up being a special referee at some point of some stuff. Like he's still going to be around.
of course, he's not in the in ring. Nah, is he gonna still be around? Yes, we all know that. I mean, God, the guy got going to the Hall of Fame at some point. But
That and it's not like Peacemaker is going to be a central character of the DCU, so
yeah, I know.
he's going to have some availability.
But with AJ Styles, that's gonna be a little different for me because I follow AJ's career from Ring of Honor to New Japan. I mean, he been everywhere. Everywhere he went, he became a household name. I'm gonna be sad with AJ when he leaves because you're losing one of the best in-ring performers in professional wrestling, even at the age of 48.
Yeah.
So
No,
you
I
know,
was watching CM Punk a couple days ago list off like his Mount Rushmore, and he left AJ off there. Why people love Dusty Rhodes so much, I still don't get.
because
He's
I'm
one of the most.
uncommon, man.
Yeah, it's more about that. Like he was one of the most limited wrestlers of all time. He could talk. That's really all he could do. AJ Styles in ring, top five, easy top five of all time, and he could actually talk. If you're trying to do a real top, Mount Rushmore, AJ Styles would have to be on the list because he could do everything. Um, he did say Bret Hart was his number one, which I can agree with.
Yeah.
Um, but not having AJ on there, I mean, putting Terry Funk on there, Terry Funk could do it all. Terry Funk absolutely belonged down there. Harley Race. Harley Race was a tough guy, but he's not going to do half the stuff of what these guys would ever think about doing now. Terry
But
Funk
no,
did that stuff. Terry Funk was doing, planches and hardcore matches and like anything that anybody does, Terry Funk would do too, even at 60 years old. It's part of why he's dead now. But take it.
it wasn't for Hulk
With what you
Hogan,
take it
maybe
with.
Harley Race could have done those darn things.
Maybe. Um, but AJ is definitely one of the best of all time, period. She's sneaking by again.
Yeah, we see her
Yep,
crawling.
yep, there she goes. No, you don't normally see her when she's actually crawling. That time she was just ducking down, but a lot of times she actually crawls across the ground. I don't know why. She doesn't just walk, but AJ is probably, I'd say he's definitely top three for me. Me personally, top five all time, but for me, top three for sure.
Damien?
Yeah, he's top three for sure. I might yeah, top three because I've my opinion. I believe the best technical wrestler of all time for me is Kurt Angle. You can you can put Brett Favre or Daniel Bryan or you could put any of those at two, but for me, Kurt Angle is the best technical wrestler of all time for me.
I don't have a top five. It's just like in any sport, man. I
It's
don't
because
have a
you're
top
wishy
five or
washy.
top three. I don't have a Mount Rushmore.
It's
The
because you're
only
wishy
person
washy.
I'm not. The only person on Mount Rushmore is me. Sorry.
Not Jared Goff.
Nope.
Mm.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not. First of all, I'm not wishy washy. Too, I just love wrestling, man, and I don't have a favorite wrestler. It's just like I can't. It's just impossible. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm a big fan of old school wrestling. I'm a big fan of Vader. I'm a big fan of Steen. I'm a big fan of Doom. I'm a big fan of the Outsiders, and I used to be a Hulk Hogan fan when I was coming up because my dad. I seen Hulk Hogan in person at Saturday Night's Main Event when they came to Detroit at Joe Louis Arena. See him in the back. My dad took me and my brother back there, and he was in this, what do you call that, station wagon, leaving the arena. I went to WrestleMania 3 in 1987 when he buys Andre the Giant. That was cool. But I don't have a top five. I don't have a top 10. I love wrestling and I love the guys who wrestle. Like I said, I'm a huge AJ Styles fan. I think AJ Styles doesn't get a lot of credit that he deserves. I mean, his matches with Samoa Joe and TNA, when he's part of the Bullet Club and the things they did over there. The matches he had with Brian Danielson down in the Ring of Honor. I mean, he had class. Every match he had, it could be a classic match. So
It's because he's that good.
yeah, he is. So I do believe that he is one of the best wrestlers of all time, and I just feel like I feel but it's just not. I just feel he don't get a lot of credit he deserves. I think a lot of wrestler fans they go to the big names, the Hulk Hogan's and the Randy Savages, which I do believe Randy Savage is underrated for the things that he did. We look at the big names and we put them in the top three or top five, but like a guy like AJ Styles, a lot of us don't do that. And AJ Styles can out wrestle most majority of these guys. So that's just me. All right, gentlemen. Well, that's main. We cover everything on the list and then some for off topic conversations. Any last words?
Thankful for y'all having me on here. Can't wait to get back on here.
Sure,
Yeah, it was
Damien. You
good.
know, as soon as Arkansas win a football game again,
Oh,
we'll have
we
you
not
on. Matter of fact, no, that's too easy because we all know they're gonna win the game. We all know they're really
no,
gonna win the game.
we're not winning no more games this year.
I mean, you
I'll
might
tell
have a
you
better
what.
shot than Penn State winning a game.
There you go. See, there
We
you go.
got who we got next? I think we got Missouri next. So
That's a loss.
yeah, loss.
Yeah. So I tell you what, if the Arkansas Razorback basketball team,
Oh, Final Four. Final Four.
see man,
Final
see
Four.
we was doing so good till you said that. We was doing so
Final
good till
Four.
you said that.
Final Four.
Till you said that, man.
I got faith.
Till you said that. You know, if they go 10-0, they will. If they win their first 10 games, we'll have you back on.
You're making them wait that long?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They might lose. They might lose 3 of them games. I ain't gonna lie.
That's doing okay. So the week of the Lions and the Cowboys, we'll have you on, and that's coming up actually.
I was gonna say
That's December 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have you back on December.
Damn.
Well, so I can
Be
troll you,
vicious
or
with it.
so I troll you when we beat y'all.
Okay, now I was just joking, but now I'm like, dang.
I mean,
we'll have you on pretty
the
soon.
reality of Dak being healthy or even playing in that game, I would put it below 10% because he's injured.
You guys don't have a defense,
and yeah, you have no defense. So,
But he is playing like a top 2
he
MVP candidate.
is until he gets touched, and then he's out for the season.
Mm,
That and David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs are just going to run through Dallas.
I'm not
probably 250 yards.
It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout.
Look, man,
No,
I'm
our
not going.
backs
I'm
will be
not
back
going
by
to
then.
diss. I'm not going to diss Dak Prescott in the season. He's having a great season. But to sit here, said that the Cowboys are going to beat the Lions. You just made my cereal. You just made me want to pour out my cereal, which I haven't finished
Your
yet.
corners will not be able to guard CD and George Pickens.
You sure about that?
Not be able. I believe so. You will not be able to guard them.
That and Aleem McNeil's going to be back.
And last time, FYI,
Barnes will be back. Backs ain't going to have to do a whole lot.
Thank you.
Backs aren't going to have to do a whole lot.
Remember last time y'all played some Monday Night Football? CD Lamb put up 227 yards.
Who did?
He still lost.
See, we won.
Are you talking about George Pickens?
No, when we played y'all Monday Night Football 2 years ago, CD Lamb put up 227 yards on y'all.
That was a whole different back crew.
We
don't have any of those guys.
Hey, Jamie, you see how he went 2 years ago and he forgot about last season?
Well, it's like the Ohio State mentality. They want to go back, 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
I don't say last year because last year CD Lamb was getting double team, triple team, and we had no other receiver that could get open. And now we got George Pickens.
But see, let's go back 2 years ago. Even 2 years ago, y'all still didn't beat us. Y'all had help from the guys.
No, we did beat y'all.
The fact is,
the only time the Lions lose is when the referees cause them to lose. Like that's
the fact is
becoming
even though that flag, was they said the flag was illegal man. But the thing is, y'all had 2 opportunities to just kick a field goal and go to overtime. Y'all didn't want to do that, so that's on
Oh yeah, that
y'all.
was the game he scored the touchdown, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he didn't signal in," and then they admitted that he
Y'all
did
had
signal in.
two more opportunities to just
Right.
to either go
It,
for it,
it's
kick a field
it's
goal.
amazing
That's on
how
y'all.
wait a minute. It's amazing how Dan Campbell tells the officials before the game start do the walkthrough. Hey, we're gonna do this, and everything's all fine. Yeah, it's a legal play. Yeah. He did everything he's supposed to do, but somehow, some way, when the game starts, they get amnesia. They don't even remember.
He didn't report. He didn't report. He was
No, they even
ineligible.
said he reported in.
He reported.
They even admitted he did.
They admitted that.
Oh well.
It's just
See,
like the touchdown last week where they're like, "Oh, hey, yeah, illegal motion." New York called it in and said no touchdown, and then they're like, "Oh no, New York never called in."
yeah. How
I
can you
can't even get
review
that right.
How can you review a play that's not even non-reviewable?
Yeah.
See, Cowboy fans, they got short memory.
Oh
Oh,
no no.
He didn't report. But hey, what happened last year, though, man? What happened last year? What was that
Uh
final score?
47-46.
No, it wasn't. Come on, man. Quit playing. Let me. What was that score last year?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Come on,
You
we're
had
gonna
the
pull this up,
47 part
man.
right. I can tell you that. It was 47 to 9.
No, I know the score. I'm just not saying it. Just
Yeah,
not saying
we had
it.
47-9, right?
I
47
told
9
I told you what
and wait a minute, you was it was
I told you what happened.
I'm just saying I was at that game. I was in the parking lot tailgate.
CeeDee Lamb got double teamed and triple teamed. Jalen Tolbert couldn't get open. Cavante couldn't get open. Jake Ferguson couldn't get open. We
Uh-huh.
didn't have a run game. We didn't
Uh-huh.
have a run game. So
So what? I mean,
We didn't have Hutchinson.
well, y'all did till
our
third
best
quarter.
defensive player got hurt in that game.
Yeah.
Third quarter.
Third quarter,
Yeah.
that's right. I was thinking it was second quarter.
But y'all was already up a lot of points. So
Dak Prescott was 17 out of 33, 178 yards, no touchdowns. Cooper
So it's
Rush,
a
8 for 11, 46 yards.
so a typical big game Dak Prescott.
we
Precisely. Look, CDM had a good game.
bro,
CDM
we
had a good game.
no we
7
didn't.
receptions for 89 yards.
That's nothing. That's
All
nothing.
screen passes.
Look at the other receiver stats.
Jalen Tolbert, 43 yards. Rico Dow, the guy who came back with the Carolina Panthers and what, 200 some yards? Was it 230
Don't get
yards?
me
And y'all
started on
gonna beat
that.
the Lions.
Don't get me
Cowboys beat
started
the
on
Lions.
that.
Y'all can't beat the Panthers.
Don't get me started on that. Y'all got blew
Herbert,
up by
24
Green Bay.
yards.
We put
Rico
up 40
Dow,
on
30
them.
yards. Jalen Brooks, 15. Jake Ferguson, 11.
Hold on, Sean. Didn't y'all get mollywopped by Green Bay? We just put 40 up
First
on them.
game of the season.
First game of the
I know,
season,
but still,
27-13. That's a 14-point
y'all was
win.
number one seed. Y'all was number one seed. And look, we put 40 up on them with no CD Lamb. No CD Lamb. We put 40 up on them, and two of our offensive linemen were out. No,
My guy.
three of our offensive linemen
My
were out.
guy.
Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
can't compare us losing 14 points to Green Bay when we beat y'all by
But
38
y'all
points.
started. Y'all had all your offensive pieces in. Three offensive linemen were out, and we didn't have CD Lamb, and we still put up 40 points.
Okay, but that's how the game played, right?
No,
That's how the game
We
was
had one
played.
bad game.
they had the number one defense going into that game.
Who did?
Green Bay.
What game?
That was
Against
the
you
first game of the
guys?
season.
They had the number one defense going into the game against us on Sunday Night Football.
Well, that's because you have a dumb owner that traded away one of the best players to them.
But
Yeah,
wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Did
Jerry.
y'all tie that game?
Yeah, at least we put
Y'all
up
didn't
points,
even win, so that's even worse.
but y'all only put up 13, right? We put up 40.
First game of the season, guy.
No.
But that's how
Y'all
the
had
game
all
was
y'all,
played, though. But that's
y'all
how
had
the
all
game
your
was
offensive
played.
pieces though.
You
Y'all
put
had
up
all your
40, but
offensive
how many
pieces
have
though.
been putting up since then? We're still the number one offense. in
No, we
football.
are. No, we're the number one ranked offense, and we got the last ranked defense.
Okay,
It's
so we
amazing.
might be
We
the number
sitting
two
here
offense
having a
against your
football
last ranked
conversation.
defense.
No, y'all are third because Atlanta's second.
Oh,
I'm
Atlanta.
up here. We up here having a football conversation with a Cowboys fan. No, darn well, the Cowboys ain't going to the playoffs.
If our defense get better,
And then a Cowboy fan who changed the conversation from remember 2 years ago we see you have 200 plus yards, and he forgot about last season. We beat them 47-9. We took the foot off the gas pedal. We could have had 60 on y'all boys. But he don't want to talk about that. He want to talk about how we lost to Green Bay 27-13. That's how the game is played, my guy.
mm,
That's how the game is played.
y'all finna lose tomorrow, so I ain't even tripping.
On that note, I can't wait to see you this week, man. Since you
And yeah,
put
the
that
Lions are
up,
still the
Can't wait to
top
see.
scoring
Can't wait to see
offense.
you too.
32.4 points per game.
I can't wait, but y'all might lose tomorrow. You see what Baker's doing? You see what he did to the Niners defense? What do you think he gonna do to y'all defense?
with no receiver, with no receivers.
Look, y'all starting DBs are out, and Brian Branch is out too.
Yeah, but who they gonna throw the ball to? Scotty Miller?
Hey, he got weapons apparently.
Oh man. All right, man. I gotta end that. We gotta end this show, man. This guy, this God, I'm sick of you Cowboy fans.
Look,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
look, 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 look,
Every
look.
year
We
is their
cool. We
No,
year.
cool. Me and you,
oh,
we
I don't
cool.
say that. That's
We cool.
I'm being completely honest. I don't say that. I don't say that.
You're a
For
Cowboy
me,
fan?
from no, I'm saying I don't say it's our year every year because I know it's not our year. But I'm gonna be completely honest. 23, we had a shot. 23, the year 2023, we had a shot. We shot ourselves in the foot against the Niners in a divisional round. Now I believe that year was our shot. Until we get everything fixed. Mm-mm.
Once
Just
take
know
once
Jerry
Dak
Jones.
takes another sack, and he's out. Your season will
He's
fall apart.
not. He's not. He's been sacked 5 times already. I mean, he's not hurt.
Only 5?
Only
Hmm.
Poor what's his
five.
name got sacked 9 times last week.
Dak's only been
Wow.
sacked 5 times.
Man. This Cowboy Lions game is played in Detroit. God,
Yeah,
man,
But we're gonna be. We're
Dak
gonna
ain't
be
even
at.
gonna be getting plays off.
We're gonna be at work too. We're gonna be at work.
oh man, I
That's
can't.
peak season. We're gonna be at work.
All right, fellas.
Right.
Damien, we will have you on soon, man. We'll have you
All
on
right.
soon because there's a pay
We
per
won't
view
make you
coming
wait until
up.
December. We're gonna have to
In
rile you
fact,
up before
Damien,
then.
just because you even said that stuff, watch some AEW
I
now.
only watched one. Oh, let me tell Jamie. I told you. I only watched one match. That was when they came down here. MJF versus Will Ospreay. The
Mhm.
1 hour Ironman. Not the 1 hour Ironman match. The 1 hour match.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's just the fact is they spammed numerous finishers, and then for it to end like that, I'm like, oh no.
Well, that's what AEW does. They just play to the crowd. There's good things with AEW. There's bad things with AEW. When it comes to just overall wrestling talent,
Yeah,
they
I feel like
probably
they're
have much
better.
better wrestlers than WWE does.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
they have better talent.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's good and bads to both. And if you could mesh both companies, you'd actually have a really solid company. Obviously, that won't happen, but they balance each other out and would make a really good complete company if they were to come together.
And oh yeah, and they don't need to, there does not need to be blood in every single stipulation match. Like that is getting ridiculous. It does not need to be blood in every stipulation match.
Yeah, it gets old.
yeah.
It
They
does
want
get
to
old.
be. They want to be the GCW slash ECW of the mainstream wrestling. All right, guys. Uh, it's been fun. And make sure everybody who watched this, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, like, subscribe, and share. Damien, like I said, I have you on. We will have you on soon because there's another pay per view coming up, and probably want your input. Depends on how I feel that day because I'm just telling you. Depends how I feel. Depends how I
Yeah.
feel. If the Razorbacks put on a good show, I have you on.
I
Or
mean, we
you'll be
did.
back
I
on
mean,
there.
we did put up 42 against the number 4 ranked team yesterday. We the only team that put up 40 on them. So just saying.
There is a thing of teams taking games off when they're playing lesser opponents. When they know they can still win, it's the
I
whole
mean,
bend but don't break.
we always get them problems. We always get them problems every year. So
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like Iowa football. Iowa gives everybody fits. They never win anything, but they give everybody enough fits.
Yeah. And then they remember who they really are in. All right, guys. Jamie, I see you on Wednesday.
Yep.
Damien, I'll see you in a couple of days.
Yep.
Everybody, thank you for watching. Real